facility starting at 6 o'clock, so we'll put me on early, so if I miss that, I am to get in trouble. I'm going to talk about IT. It's a little bit similar to Edmodo, but I'll tell you what, one thing I have learned about IT leadership in schools is if you want to have good IT, don't make everybody do the same thing. We tried for years, didn't we, to get everyone to use whatever VLE we had in the schools, but in actual fact, as soon as we stopped doing that, so just do what you like, but do good feedback with it, it got good. I'm talking about Google Drive. Now this is, I'm not going to say what it is beyond, it's a kind of cloud thing that you've probably already got access to if you've got a Google account. It looks like this, it allows you to create sort of documents online. I think it's really, a lot of stuff with IT wastes a lot of time, doesn't it? But I think this is worth knowing about. Some of the things that you can do with it, I essentially use it, I think it's used for feedback. One thing you can do is make quizzes and forms. So I'll make a form like that, I'll put it on a website. All of this is through Drive. So here's what they've got to watch, here's the lesson, and here's the quiz, the form. They do the quiz online, multiple choice. What Google will then do is mark it all for me, tell me for each kid what their percentage was, what they got wrong and right, and I'll then give you that by question as well. So this is really a sort of touch of a button stuff. But it's good, it's useful. I need to know that 5 out of my class didn't know the answer to that question, because that's a really easy question. What I'm working on now is trying to get the questions right, the multiple choice ones, to give me really good data. So that's one thing that's been very helpful. I'm an English teacher, and it gives us that insight into knowledge in English, which is something we don't often put a lot of assessment on, a lot of focus on. I also really like the essays. What they do is they create an essay and then they share it with you, which is different. They don't send it to you on email and then it's yours and they wait and then you send it back. It's a shared document. So I add comments to it, like, so here's an essay. I've added this comment, or various comments, and then I tell them they have to respond to every comment that I've written. Every comment. Even if I've just said, use capital letters, they say, okay. So I want to link to that, I need that, so I need to. So you get this real sense of dialogue emerging, and I'm confident that they're working hard with feedback. If I work on a time spent principle, if I spend a minute giving feedback, then I want the kids to do 10 minutes work. If I spend 5 minutes, there's a minimum of 50 minutes work they need to do on the back of that. You can do things like this. It looks like I've written loads here, but actually I haven't. I've written this on a different essay, but this student's got the same issue, so I've just pasted it on. I've got this really fluid way to move feedback around and putting links on and things to help them. You've got this sense of dialogue emerging here, and you've also got kids working together, so kids can work on the same document at the same time. These are the kids talking to each other. This is me butting in. And then what I like here is the girl saying, well, I don't know what you're on about, sir. She's telling me that she doesn't know what I mean, which is brilliant, because you never usually know if they know what you mean or not. But I'm forcing them to reply to my comments. So that is pretty much it, really. The website thing, it's all so easy. There's a little bit of a hump to get your head around it first of all you go on Drive, but you know, you pick it up so easily. And I do think it's one of the things with IT that has sort of potential to make a big difference, primarily because it helps you do better feedback, which is what we're trying to do. That's it. Thank you.
Next presentation is from Jamie Kirkcaldy, the present head of English.
Before and after picture. Or the upgrade line. My presentation is on triple impact marketing, which is a strategy we're using English to try and get students to engage more with feedback, and taking up from sort of Claire and Tom's presentation there, so that we're going to talk about very much as well. The idea is that we spend an awful lot of time giving feedback. It is a very time-consuming process by definition of its role. And if we're going to spend that time, it's vital that students actually get something out of that process. So the system of English is whereby they'll get some feedback. Obviously, this is just sort of placeholder stuff. So what they do really well, I think this is important to actually reinforce what students are good at and what they do well. And then some targets for improvement.